You can just see the emotion there, a visibly emotional Mike Shildt speaking out for the first time since his shocking dismissal by the Cardinals. News 4's Brooke Grimsley is detailing the skipper's goodbye to fans today. Brooke.
Yeah, Lauren, there is no crying in baseball, but today it was a very emotional goodbye for former Cardinals manager Mike Shildt. He held an invite-only Zoom press conference today where he acknowledged that there were differences, but he wouldn't go into detail. He instead thanked the Cardinals organization. Just a few days ago, Cardinals president of baseball operations John Mozeliak and Bill DeWitt Jr. held a Zoom press conference of their own, announcing that they have fired Shildt due to philosophical differences. Today, Shildt acknowledged that there were differences, but he chose not to elaborate. Instead, it was an emotional goodbye to the Cardinals organization and those that have helped him along the way. He described it as a very blessed 18-year career with the Cardinals.
Out of respect for the organization, the people that run it, I can only express my gratitude and all the philosophies that were shared over the many years, most of which together allowed us to part ways as professional friends, and that will be left said. And what differences there were will be left to remain unsaid.
Well, we have not heard from the Cardinals yet on how the search is going for the next manager, but Mozeliak did mention last week that they hope to have the position filled soon before next month. Coming up in sports, Lauren, we'll take a deeper dive into Shilt's possible replacements. Lauren?
All right, a lot of people.
There's no crying in baseball.
Well, it was an emotional farewell from former manager Mike Shildt today. Shildt held an invite-only press conference where many were hoping that he would share his side of the story, but instead he chose to take the high road, thanking the Cardinals organization. It was just last Thursday that the president of baseball operations for the Cardinals, John Mozeliak, and Bill DeWitt Jr. held a press conference announcing that they have parted ways with Mike Shildt due to philosophical differences. During Shilt's press conference today, he acknowledged that there were differences, but would not go into detail. Instead, thanking the Cardinals organization for a very blessed 18-year career. A very notable part of the 10-minute Zoom was that one of his longest thank yous was to the coaching staff, including bench coach Oliver Marmol. Many are tabbing Marmol as a possible candidate for the Redbirds manager job.
One of the unbelievable, amazing things about this staff was the fact that how long we were able to cut our teeth and strive together. Pop, Gertie, Jeff, Ollie, Jabel, and Willie. I got the privilege of working with you in the minor league system before we got the chance to work together at the big league level. I was fortunate enough to coach and manage Ollie, KT, and Packy in the minor leagues, and they were a huge asset for what we were able to accomplish at the big league level, especially Ollie, who has my deepest and most trusted respect.
I will not talk out of school. That is what fired Cardinals manager Mike Shildt said today, talking for the first time about the differences with management that led to his dismissal. Our Brooke Grimsley joining us here in the studio. Brooke, he actually got kind of emotional today talking. It was kind of a bit surprising in a way, obviously a big change for him, but kind of tearful.
Yeah, Lauren, I mean, this is the first time that we have heard from Shildt since he was fired last week, and it was a big surprise to all of us. It was very shocking, and I was one of the people invited to the Zoom press conference earlier today where an emotional Shildt spent the 10 minutes thanking the organization for his very blessed 18-year career with the Cardinals. It was just last Thursday that John Mozeliak and Bill DeWitt Jr. held a press conference announcing that they have parted ways with Mike Shildt due to philosophical reasons. While Shildt was the manager for just a short time since the summer of 2018, he's been a part of the organization since 2004, working his way up the ladder. During Shilt's press conference today, he didn't take any questions, but he instead read a statement thanking those who have been a part of his journey over the years.
I'd like to start by sharing my gratitude to all the players that I've had the privilege to scout, coach, and manage. My primary purpose in my 13 years in player development and 5 years in the big leagues was to help players realize and get the most out of their God-given talent. I'm thankful to have been part of these players' journeys. And beyond baseball, I hope they know how much I care for them. I love you all and respect you very much.
Well, it was just this weekend that reports started surfacing that Shildt will be interviewing for the Padres manager job coming up at 5 and 6. We'll get into more of that, and we have the full press conference with Mike Shildt on our website, KMOV.com. Lauren?
All right, Brooke, see you in